Welcome to the Basement Talks. My name is Scott. This is Barry. If you like what we are doing or anything like that, go ahead and like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime. Don't be cheap with your time. And also, feel free to comment on any video, give suggestions on what you might think you'd like to see on a show,
or guests if you want to see somebody come on with us,
or if you'd like to come on yourself. So anyway, yeah, give us that rundown. We would appreciate the feedback. Any feedback we get. We will not edit out comments. I'm not that soft.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, it don't bother us.
So.
We've been called out on Facebook before.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Whoever it was, she was so brave that she blocked me before she posted it. Said she was going to get bail money.
I have to be honest. I don't even think we were making fun of anybody or an individual or anything. I think it was the concept more than anything, but that's neither here nor there.
I remember that for sure. I would have anything against the band. I play music all the time. I was in musicals growing up. So anyway, how's things going, buddy?
Not bad.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Had your New Year's go off without a hitch?
Oh yeah, I was struggling to stay up. At my age, I didn't even care to see the ball drop. I didn't even want to see the ball drop, but I stayed up for my kids. So
Did they have
my son had a friend over, so I had to stay up. I couldn't go to sleep. They wouldn't let me.
That's kind of the worst when you want to sleep. I used to laugh at my dad for stuff like that. And, oh, you're not so bad. Shoot, I can hardly make it through a movie anymore. Sitting in my chair.
Yeah.
But
it sounds like you got too comfortable of a chair.
It could be a problem. Tell you what I'm not too comfortable with.
What's that?
Highway 50. It's been almost a year.
Yeah.
And our administration in this town decided to hire the paving company of Molasses, Pond Water, and Slough to finish said project. I remember when I complained when it first came out, and I had some people like, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's a way of life now. Looks like Baghdad."
Well, I think at least the next phase, I think they're going to leave one lane open at a time, so you'll still be able to. That'll help.
Smart.
It'll help. Yeah.
Well, yeah, as all the businesses, right?
It'll help. Yeah.
And
there wouldn't be any other way to get to Taco Bell if they close her down.
Then I'd write a letter. But this whole fiasco has inspired me, and I would like to take this opportunity to announce that I, Scott Jeffrey Gilley, am running for mayor.
Did you have to think about your middle name?
I don't use it very often, and I haven't been in trouble with my mom in a long time. So I am running for mayor of the fine city of Washington.
What year?
The next one.
No, you're not.
Yeah, sure I am.
No, you're not.
I already have my slogan, too.
Yeah, what's that?
What's the name of our current mayor?
David Rhodes.
Right.
Nice guy.
Of course.
Yes.
But ask me a question like, what would you do differently from Mayor Rhodes?
What would you do differently from Mayor Rhodes?
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
He'll like that. He'll like that, I'm sure, if he watches it.
Yeah. No, I've enjoyed Mayor Rhodes. I had his sign in my yard the last 2 times, and I just have. But are they really building a bike path all the way to Lagodi?
I have no idea.
I'd heard something along those lines back when they were saying they were going to do it.
Bike path to Lagodi.
Yeah,
so you can see that big fancy Christmas tree they have,
like a long bike trail. I was like, well,
now wait a second.
Anybody in Davies County with a DUI is really going to appreciate that because the drawing power of Lagodi, Indiana.
Wait a second.
People can they could walk over here to the drawing, or as they'd say it in England, the drawing.
Is it like a bike path along the highway, or a separate bike path like through the wilderness?
I don't know. If it were through the wilderness, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But that's what I'd heard, that there's going to be something connect at least to Montgomery, I think, out there, because You remember when they put in the roundabout and they have the sidewalks out there that go to nowhere?
Yeah.
I was like, who's walking on these?
Well, I think they were hoping that by now that that area of town would be built up and people would want to build out there and there'd be businesses and things like that. So
Well,
that's the hope. But
couple
we've
more
been
Mexican, couple more Mexican restaurants, and they'll have to build.
and churches and banks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of a land of 1,000 lakes, it's like a land of 1,000 banks. And
Teachers credit union. So is anybody allowed to beg there?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Did you have to be a member? Well,
don't-
Crane. I mean,
Yeah.
they have a.
Not anymore.
Well, you have to be.
Not anymore. You used to have to get a reference. I don't think you have to have one anymore. If I do recall correctly. But.
I don't know.
Let's see what else. What else would I do as mayor? Tell you what. Oh, I would first have to let all the people that eat breakfast at Benji's and American Table have to let them know a mayor cannot say who and who cannot come into your city. He's letting all them in here. Oh, is he? Like it's the Wizard of Oz. Not nobody, not know how. Remember that guy at the door? He's letting them all in here.
Yeah, that's a. I think that's a common misconception.
I think so too. Yeah.
He's doing a fine job.
Just because one podcast threw out the most vague of all accusations. Remember them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we are Republicans in bad standing. I just say he's not a very straight shooting guy. That's what kind of stuff they were saying on there. Come on, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
I would probably have mandatory traffic classes for our wonderful Haitian people who come here because have you ever been?
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
The safest people, though.
Well, yeah.
Stop at stop signs that aren't there.
Exactly.
Only drive 15 miles an hour. If you're gonna do it incorrectly, I mean, that's the best form of incorrectness that I can think of because they're so safe.
I
can't complain about that.
I call it the standoff. I was in a Haitian standoff the other day. I come to a 4-way stop, me and 4 Haitian drivers, and they're all sitting there. Like, who's gonna blink first? And you sit there and you start doing this. Then you ask, like, why am I getting upset? They're very safe.
Yeah, safe. That's all you can ask for.
And I used to have a joke about getting them some proper clothes, but they're dressing to the nines.
Yeah,
they used to. Haitian immigrants used to wear like red sweatpants and tuxedo shoes. but now, I mean, shoot, they're fresh to death.
Yeah, looking good.
See them going to church. They dress nicer than I do for church.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Huh?
What's that mean?
Yeah.
You're like, well, Scott, you can't get a nice suit at Casual Male XL.
Yeah. And there's not many standards at Vincent's Wesleyan.
Hey. There sure is. Oh my goodness.
Good times.
It is good times.
No, I think that is a very common misconception, but I have to say, I mean, we don't have any more problem with them than anybody else. I mean, it's
just a language
they're here
barrier.
to do language barrier. They're here to do a job.
Yeah.
Have a better life, and they can certainly get a better life here than they have in the home country, right?
Can you fault anybody for trying?
No.
Yeah. So I what do you think my shots are of running for mayor? Well, don't make a running
hang
joke.
On. Wait, what do I think your shots are of running for mayor?
Of winning.
Oh, 100%. You can 100% run. No questions asked.
What about winning?
Well, it depends on who your opposition would be.
I don't know, but whoever you are, who else is running, we'd like to have you on and talk to you about some of these things.
Yeah.
some of these issues. See what you're gonna do. See where the paper trail starts. I 100% support you in your plan to oust the current police chief and take over that position.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You're full of shit.
I know. I know. I asked.
Hey, but here's the thing.
Yeah?
If you win mayor, you get to choose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get to choose.
My good buddy.
You get to make
Humphrey.
appointments. Yeah. Hey, no problem. That'd be great. That'd be fun.
Please, there's a bank getting robbed. Oh, hold on, I got to tow this semi right quick. It's got your truck broke down again, huh? He's great at that job.
Yeah, a man of many talents.
I don't know when he sleeps.
Neither does anybody else. Well, I know when he sleeps. 11p to 7a.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yep.
But, you how long have you been an officer here in town?
Here, let's see.
And additional
16 years.
Additional question to that: is it like a union job when you move? Does your seniority go with you,
So
or like the military?
The retirement that I pay into goes with me.
Yeah.
Anywhere, but like if I go somewhere else and start over, I'd be at the bottom of the totem pole as far as vacation, days off, whatever.
I gotcha.
So seniority doesn't go with you, but your retirement fund goes with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was part of the union, and I worked where Dad worked, and I ended up getting out of there before they folded, but they did fold. And the bad thing about a union is when I was talking to another guy that used to work there with us, when guys go out and get other jobs, they still think seniority really plays that much of a role. Like, hey, you got a better run than me. Like, so it's not a union anymore.
Yeah.
Do you, is there a police union?
Well, I mean, like big cities have their own union,
Right.
But we don't have one locally. Like,
Gotcha.
but we're part of the Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah.
So.
I got you.
Yeah.
And what do you guys do at that secret building with your secret parties?
Well, if you ever
is it like a Diddy party?
if you ever pay for a membership card, you find out yourself.
Oh, I can be a member.
Yeah, an associate member.
I got you.
Yeah,
I may do that.
Yeah.
I was a member at the VFW for a while, but I quit because I quit drinking. So I quit going. 6 years. You're the same guy, tell the same stories. So,
yeah.
We know, Bill.
It was bad. We realize nobody wanted to be there.
When did you serve? 04 to 08. Back in my day, we didn't have fancy things like computers.
Yeah, exactly.
Forgive me for being born when I was born.
Yeah.
Good night.
It seems like kind of like the same thing in my profession for the military. Is it kind of like a pecker measuring contest?
All the time. All the time. So needless to say, I ended up doing a lot of the
potato peeling.
Yeah. JP. Oh yeah, yeah. It's very much so a lot of that. A lot of egos.
Yeah.
I always laughed at it. I never was that guy. I never once.
Like, what's your MOS?
I'm Motor T. Ooh, real brainiac, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. 11 Bravo.
I'm in 9th Com. That's what everybody says. If you get in trouble, if you're out off the base and you're doing something stupid, and you get in trouble and you hear, "Hey, devil dog, who you with?" You know it's a higher up. You just say 9th Com and run away.
That's one regret I have throughout my life is that I didn't go to the military in some form, like some branch.
You would have been. You would have fit in.
Oh, I think I would have loved it.
Yeah, I think you would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been great.
Because after hours, it's just a ball busting fest.
Oh, you snap on each other all the time. That's what it was. Especially like
I always like to hear Humphrey's story about his buddy Torrance.
I've heard about his buddy Torrance.
Yeah. He's got some good stories that he tells. Some funny stuff that happened in the military while he was.
Yeah, I have plenty of stories. I don't know which ones I should tell though.
Oh, I'm not asking for a story. I'm just saying I felt like I kind of missed something by not being in the military when I was younger.
You would have been, yeah. Do you think that our country should be like South Korea and have
Mandatory service?
Of course.
That's a tough question because I know a lot of people that I wouldn't want in our military. So,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean? So that's a tough one to answer. I think that as of right now, as long as they're keeping their, I don't know if they have mandatory minimum numbers like enrollment or
Right.
enlistment, I should say. I don't know if they have those numbers, but as long as they're able to keep those numbers without forcing people to go into the military, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
When
they start getting low like that, then they'll put on a stop loss. Though they don't make new people come in. They make you stay in for a while.
Well, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know because I've not been in the military.
Well,
but doesn't the military enlistment numbers have a lot to do with who's president?
A lot of times it does.
Yeah. So I think you'll see, perhaps, I think you'll see a what I want to say, insurgence in the numbers. Not insurgents. That's probably a bad term to use when you're talking military. But
right.
What do I want to say? Like a rise in the number of enlistments.
I was
starting
lucky.
January 20th.
I was lucky because I did 4 years, but it was all under a Republican leadership.
Yeah.
There's a thing, a GIF or a little meme thing about on Seinfeld, like when it said when people accuse George W. Bush of orchestrating 9/11, and it has Frank Costanza saying, "My George is not clever enough to hatch a scheme like this." That's how I feel about that.
I love Seinfeld. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I know. It's mine too.
I don't think there'll ever be another sitcom like it, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion from growing up in the time period that I grew up in.
It's the best written show, I think. Everything always ties up, like never a loose end.
Yes, and the carryover, like from episode, like you're talking about the carryover from episode to episode, and the ability to make a 30-minute episode out of the smallest life.
Waiting on a table at a restaurant.
Yes. Like something that happens to everybody in everyday life, and they make a 30 minute episode about it. It was genius.
Getting lost in a parking garage.
Yes. Yeah.
Dropping your keys in a pothole.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah. Holy cow. Harry Carey, the Harry Carey keychain.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What an iconic voice, Harry Carey. You know what I was thinking about earlier? I was thinking about iconic voices earlier, and talking about shows that we watched when we grew up. I was a big, I don't know why, but when I was a little kid, real little kid, I always liked watching wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And Randy Savage was always one of my favorites.
Randy Savage.
Yeah. Let me tell you a little something, Scotty. You don't mess with Miss Elizabeth. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let me. Hey.
If you hold up 3 fingers, you have to do it like this.
Yeah. There's pukesters to my left, and there's pukesters to my right. Let me tell you a little something, Hulkamania. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Some iconic voices in the wrestling for sure.
For sure.
Ric Flair.
Woo! To be the man, woo! You gotta beat the man. He's always drunk.
Limousine riding.
And I'm having a hard time keeping these gators on the ground. Wrestling was great.
Hey,
man.
Jesse Ventura is one of your favorites.
Well, I'll tell you something right now, McMahon. I looked it up on the Wikipedia. Jeez. Golly. Ventura.
Hey, and he had political aspirations.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Governor of Minnesota.
Yeah, but I think he wanted to do more. Actually,
What was he going to do?
I think he wanted to be president.
Oh,
at one point in time.
Could you imagine? Hail to the chief. He's the chief, and he needs hailing. Jesse the Body. That's interesting. I didn't know you watched wrestling much when you were little.
Oh, I was real little. I moved on once I realized that it was fake.
Sure.
I moved on to something else. I moved on to the A Team.
Dun dun dun
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, they fired 10,000 rounds of ammunition, never hit anybody. That's pretty impressive.
I'm surprised they didn't yell Allah Akbar before they did it. A lot of the people that we fought against in Iraq, when you see them, they're shaped like little girls. The men.
Where did that come from?
Just say Allah Akbar.
Why do you sound like Jeff Dunham?
Yeah, exactly. Kill you. Oh my gosh. Well,
yeah, we've moved on from we've moved through a lot of topics.
We sure have.
And you just brought up an interesting topic.
I don't even know why. I think I said Allah Akbar. That I wanted to throw that in there, that they were shaped like prepubescent girls. You see, going back to the VFW, when the World War II guys fought, they fought against corn-fed Germans.
Yeah.
Someone's like, "Thank you, come again." Shoot, a guy fought against now opened a Marathon gas station down the road.
Oh my!
We sell your vapes. The grape vape. Or as my son would look at me and go, "Oh my God." Anyway, well,
I know you said we don't edit, but this may require some editing.
We've kind of went off on a tangent, a little loopy. We might end up calling this one, I think, because I don't even know where to go from here.
Hey, yeah, I'm listening if you want to talk.
It is what it is. So,
okay, Scotty, I think it's time to turn it off. Oh yeah.
Catch you on the flip side.
Hey, speaking of Randy Savage.
Yeah, there you go.
I coach with a guy that he reminds us of Randy Savage a lot.
Really?
Yes, he reminds us of Randy Savage a lot. So we went to a JV game, and our kids were like warming up. They were goofing around and screwing around, you know.
Right.
When they were warming up, and this coach, he looked at me and said, "Barry, the way we were warming up looked like we were gonna get sodomized." And I just started cracking up laughing. I laughed he rode with me. He rode with me to the game, and I laughed the entire way home.
That is funny.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, the way we were warming up looked like we were gonna get sodomized."
You know, I'm gonna drop a name. You know, TJ Fry.
Oh yeah.
Whenever he's talking, if you close your eyes, you'd think Pat McAfee's in the room. He sounds just like him.
I've never noticed, but
yeah,
I'll have to look for it the next time
I hear him talking. I just close my eyes and
TJ's a good dude. Shout out to TJ.
Oh yeah, good man. He does. Blazing the trail from here to Toyota all the time.
Yep. All right, brother.
Yeah.
You closing her down?
Yeah, I'm gonna close this one down. We'll catch you on the next time.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Thank you guys. Thanks for listening.
Take it easy.
See you.